Hey Gemini, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. Thank you so much for your patience. I have been MIA. I've been really struggling to upload as frequently as I wanted to the channel, so I apologize. Things have been all over the place. Thank you for your patience always. I'm back up and running this week, and hopefully we'll be a little bit more fluid here on out. But we're ending Leo season. We're wrapping it up this week, and we're also going to end the week with a new moon in Virgo. I love new moon energy. It gives some promise, some hope. It really offers the opportunity to look at things from a different vantage point. Instead of what's not working, it's more about like, how can I make some changes that will actually make this work for myself, you know, bring in support, stability. Virgo energy is earth energy, and it helps us feel grounded, stable. It's also all about taking care of ourselves, being nurturing to our heart, our mind. And Leo season has left us a little bit burned. I don't know, like Leo forces us to grow in our confidence, to find that internal confidence. I feel like we've been figuring out how to connect with relationships from that space of empowerment. And the places that it's not really working or not feeling comfortable, that's kind of what I was talking about, burned. It can feel a little bit raw, maybe is a better way to put it. But that's why I like to start off the readings with an energy cleansing, because it just helps set the tone, set the vibe. It also cleanses out some of those places that we are feeling blocked or limited around finding creative solutions, right, for whatever we're navigating. It's also a great time to set your own intention, especially if you have something on your mind you would like Spirit to deliver messages around. Definitely give that over, be open to receive. It's a really great way to personalize these collective readings. I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you are just interested in more of a realignment of self, your mind, body, and soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're aligned in ourselves, when we're grounded, when we know who we are, what we want, what we need, that's really where we connect with manifesting our happiness, our abundance, our fulfillment, whatever that looks like. And we all deserve it, right? And I would love to help support in whatever way possible. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it, Gemini. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fear, doubt, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, so Gemini, you feel like a little bit overwhelmed this week. I don't know if you're just like, I keep feeling like burden, stressors, things, maybe even just like of the past that are weighing you down. Like it almost feels like in a way that you can't move forward. It's not that you're not trying is what I'm hearing, right? Like it's, and here's the thing, as I'm saying this, it's like, this is definitely a theme in the astrology. So much of what we're being challenged with, the way we make things happen in our life, the way we manifest, the way we achieve our goals, our desires, calling things in, however you want to word it. We're being forced to like do the work and learn the lessons for the sake of the lesson. So things aren't coming in as immediate, or it doesn't feel maybe to some capacity as gratifying when we do kind of see what is going on. So this week you're at a crossroads. I like this. It reminds you it's entirely up to you if you want to continue on the same path or take a risk and start something new. It's okay. I like this. It's coming from a space because you're choosing to connect with your heart a little bit more, Gemini. I think this is something that maybe you've put on the sidelines. We did just come from Cancer season. Cancer is that energy of taking care of our emotional, how we feel, what's actually happening. So much that's being highlighted in the collective right now are those relationships, those situations that are just making us feel like shit, or it's draining our energy, or it's a toxic environment, whatever it may be. And highlighting that through how we feel about what is happening or the effects of what is going on, so that we can live from the heart a little bit more. That's also what Pluto moving into Aquarius is all about. It's Capricorn season, or Pluto in Capricorn forced us to do the work, right? To kind of clean up those places where, where we needed a little bit more refinement, where we needed a little bit more understanding of our needs, our wants, who we're surrounding ourselves with in order to achieve that. Yeah, where those attachments are coming into play. And it feels like that's where some of the challenge is around whatever this crossroads is. I feel like Spirit is asking you to continue to nourish this heart potential, or whatever is honoring of your heart, being really mindful to make that your main source of support. Because it highlights, when we're kind of just like immersing ourselves with love, with nurture, just taking care of ourselves, not letting anything, infiltrate our sanity, our peace. It's crazy, like getting brought back into a dynamic where like someone's trying to create drama and it's like super petty, or, it's so less attractive to get roped into that stuff when you've had your moments of peace, when you've had your moments where you're choosing yourself first, you're choosing how this makes you feel first versus that decision with your head. And we've had a heightened air and fire element in the astrology. We're in fire season. Fire energy can make it really easy to be reactionary. And air obviously it's our mental, it's the way we think, it's the way we communicate, it's the way that we interact with everything around us. And this is not just you. Like, it looks like you're in this space where you're over and done with something. I'm hearing something has been really hard. Like, something is completely counterintuitive to what you want it to be. And it is kind of forcing you into this space to actively take care of yourself more. It's forcing yourself into this place where it's like you do have to let go of some attachments. It's hard to do. Attachments force us to look at things that we probably don't want to look at and say, is it really serving me? And it is being able to disconnect from the fantasy, from the hope that one day it's going to get better. It's about, 100%. It's about seeing the reality for what something is. And someone is not hiding this from you this week. 5 of Swords energies. The Hangman, 5 of Swords. So someone's having a hard time with something and penalizing you for it. And this is something that I feel like you've been within this cycle before. Like, I feel like this is someone who kind of either goes back and forth, or like maybe they have the same pattern, they're showing up as the Knight of Coins, who can be in his own world 100%. Like, it has to be my way, very stubborn. He does end up getting to where he needs to go, but like I said, it's that vibe of just like moving very, very slow and not wanting to veer away from whatever path he's set out for himself. So you're seeing something about this that I feel like is a little bit jostling. It's actually something that is kind of hard to experience. I feel like it is a little bit of a sorry, I'm trying to find the right word. Like, it feels like it's shaking you into the reality of a person. And it's forcing you to think a little bit deeper around things, or like, again, just like I was saying, where this is coming into play and the emphasis or the importance that you're putting on it. It looks like there is hope, though, on the horizon. It looks like there are good things. It looks like someone, whatever this is, let me just see what makes them turn around, because they are kind of doing this energy, like in your perception, like they make a choice that they've done before, and it's just like, not again. Like, I thought we were over this. I thought we had moved on from it. I feel like they don't realize maybe to how deep this affects you. It seems a little bit ignorant, like I was saying with this Knight of Pentacles. It seems ignorant. It seems stubborn. It seems like they're just kind of being a dick to be a dick. Sorry, but true. That's what this reminds me of. And I feel like you do communicate. You do communicate what you need because you're honoring your heart. Maybe you're not doing it this week, but I feel like this week it's highlighting that you need to start saying something. It's highlighting that sometimes it's not good to appease people, situations, attachments that we might have. Not feed the beast, right? Because it just makes it bigger, more untamable. Probably not a word. I made it up. Obviously. But and again, like, I don't think that's your goal. I don't feel like you're going out of your way to appease someone, but like, when it counts, you will. And that might be the beast you know. It might be the best you know how to do. But at the same time, really embrace how you feel, what you think, what you need to say. Sometimes we're also surprised, like, if we don't say things, people don't know, so sometimes we do just need to like give it a shot, even if we feel like they're going to get mad at us, or we're going to get in trouble or get penalized or whatever it may be. I think the energy has a tendency to kind of go to this place of doom and gloom. And I don't think this is necessarily your fault. They're in the Five of Swords. So whatever they're doing, it's like so serious and so robotic all the time that it might be good to have some fun, especially if you're able to do that with them. I feel like walking into this week, you're a little hesitant because it's just the same thing over again, But like I said, weirdly enough, whatever this is, it might be your response, or it might be you separating yourself from them. They're creating boundaries, and you're like, okay, if you want this, then I'm going to take my time to do what I need to do for my heart as well. And whatever it is, however they're interpreting it, they quickly go into this space of like, oh shit, I'm sorry, like they're kind of backpedaling a little bit. It looks like they're changing their tune. They're open to growth. I like that we're ending with that, because it's exactly what you want, right? Like, you want growth. You want growth. And you haven't gotten it. And I feel like you haven't gotten it because maybe you have kept things really simple, really easy for them. And now it's time to stir it up a little bit with this expand, and just recognize that, like, I don't know, whatever they're doing, whatever backlash, yelling at you, getting pissed at you, saying really nasty things, it's their own shit. It's their stuff. It doesn't even yes, it is not fun to be, the target of someone's projections, but that's kind of where you just have to say like, hey, I really don't appreciate this. This hurts me. I don't, it doesn't feel comfortable. Whatever language you need to use to bring awareness, because I think that that's what they need. This might just be someone who's like doing something that they don't even know that they're doing, or they're not recognizing it as that, or they it's just like they're lashing out. We're in fire season, and maybe they hope it's not that bad, and maybe you just need to tell them, please stop. So I hope this helps, Gemini. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I super appreciate you. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I'd love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. No, it blesses my heart, and I'm sending that love back your way.